Greetings. Welcome to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. I am Reverend Rodney, Senior Minister here at One Love, and so glad that you are with us. We have a wonderful talk in store for you, a wonderful treat. And of course, I am joining Leda Perez, our religious science practitioner. And before we get started, jumping into all the good, juicy stuff, we got a good, juicy song to start us off with. It's all about one love. So, fasten your seatbelts, get ready for the love.
Oh, 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 yeah. There's a place where love grows, where the spirit in you knows that you're welcome as you are, shining bright like every star. Come and learn, come and play in the sacred light of day. We're unfolding, growing free in the One Love family. One love, one life, one spirit divine, one heart, one life, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, one love, one life, one life, one life, one spirit divine. One heart, one light, one light, one light, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome to the sacred space, where we honor every face, the splendor of the God in you, shining through in all you do, learning, growing, hand in hand, together we will understand, prosperous, giving, hearts set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one light, one spirit divine, one heart, one light, your journey and mine, where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Welcome home to one love. To one love. Welcome home to one love. Where love grows, yeah. To one love.
Welcome everyone to One Love Center for Spiritual Living. We are so excited to have you here for our talk this week. But first, I'd like to welcome you and share about our mission. Our mission is to provide a welcoming community, a stable and welcoming community for all who choose to learn, practice, grow, and play in the unfolding of their understanding of spiritual principles and spiritual living. We envision a world as a sacred environment where spiritual living flourishes through the continual growth and development of learning and the application of spiritual principles. Now, our community has been lovingly created as a place of fellowship, meditation, prayer, sacred and healing service, musical celebration, classes, workshops, and spiritual films. One Love Center practices compassion, service, love in action, and joyous, prosperous giving in the community. So welcome guests. We recognize the splendor of the divine spirit that is you. And please know that we support you in being the best you choose to be in this glorious life. So welcome. And next, I'd like to bring on our thank you for celebrating our service here today. I'm going to bring on Reverend Rodney Gittens, and he is going to do the prayer, the evocation, and it's a sacred invitation into awareness. Evocation calls us into the conscious recognition of the divine presence, which is already here. So I'll just leave it to Reverend Rodney.
Yes, thank you. So wonderful. That is what we are about. And so I'm so grateful. Thank you, Leda, and welcome to all, whether you're here for the first time or a frequent visitor or a steady, constant visitor. Welcome. Welcome to all. Welcome to a place where love grows. And so please join me. I invite you to join me as we go within to the high, holy, secret place, the secret place of the Most High, deep within. And just take a breath and relax in this moment. Yes, you have arrived. We arrive with every breath. So knowing there's only one power, one present, one life, that life is God's life, that life is whole, perfect, complete. It is holy. Absolutely. It is divine. And this life, so wonderfully created by the creator of all, is ever expressing greater good, greater joy, greater love, greater peace. And so I am knowing that all this and more is available in the here and the right now. And so I am knowing that this truth is not only available to me, but however, all ones of the one, each and every one, whether they are watching now or they're recording or never watching this, there's a divine vibration that is happening. There's a divine vibration emanating through this medium, through the airways, through all the different ways that spirit speaks. And so I am knowing that this word spoken is reflecting all that is happening in the here and the now. In the mind of God, it's already done. And so I know it for myself and for Leda Perez and anyone else who in one way, shape, or form joins this conversation, that it's all good. That there is that which is needed to be heard and seen and said. Somebody's getting what they need to know. And somebody is passing this on to someone who needs to know. And so I'm so grateful for this time together, knowing there are no bad parts. It's all good. Yes, we say it, we mean it. It's all good. There's no bad parts, there's no bad whole. There is wholeness, which is love. And so I bless all that comes together for this greater expression happening for this session. Writing perfect music, writing perfect words, it's all good. So allow this good to flourish as it circulates wherever it must go, wherever it needs to go, wherever it goes. And allow it to be the good that it continually unfolds itself to be for each and every one. So I know this word spoken into the law of divine right action, the law that knows what to do and how to do it according to the word. And so I am knowing that this is true for one and for all ones of the one. And so I release it and let it be that good, this good, the only good, and affirm it by saying, and so it is, and now it is. Thank you.
All right. That's wonderful. It's wonderful to have you here today. It was unexpected, but I was so glad that you showed up. You know, Spirit has a way of making sure that you are always supported. So seeing you come on, I was very excited about that. Thank you so much for being here. And so oh, yes. Yes. And so it is about no bad parts today. That's what we're discussing. And I'm really looking forward to this conversation. I invite everyone who is here watching us right now to please take the moment to make any comments, anything that comes up for you. We would love to hear what you have in your thoughts and in your heart. We would love to be a part of that conversation with you as well. And so we'll go ahead and start with our first quote. And Reverend Rodney, would you like to take that one?
Well, sure I will. It says, there isn't anyone living who cannot practice this simple method of mind healing. Don't refuse any good or comfort that can come on a physical plane, but realize this: there is that which transcends the physical, which is the builder, creator, sustainer, and arbiter of its fate. There is something in each of us which is transcendent. As we learn to listen to this inner presence, getting our impulse from it, we shall be strengthened in mind and body and in all of our affairs. We shall move ever closer to the perfection of the divine pattern within us. That's Ernest Holmes, a Holmes reader on Practical Wisdom, page 7. And I
Mm,
think it's really important to know that he's basically saying each and every one of us has the power and the ability to create the kind of life that's worth living.
mm,
Uh, it says, we shall be strengthened in mind and body and in all of our affairs as we learn to listen and listen to learn from this inner presence. And
mhm,
I think that's really powerful that we get to um, be mindful of what's going on in our mind, in our brain, in our thoughts, and how important it is. So uh, it's like, don't refuse any good, and don't listen to anything that we consider not good. If it's not life affirming for us, then let it go. Don't take it on.
mhm.
Yeah, that's what comes up for me.
And as I read this, I loved where it said there's something in each one of us which is transcendent. So
Mhm.
what you consider that is not good, the good and not good, each one of those are serving a purpose, aren't they? Even the things you consider not good. So knowing that we are the builder, the creator, that we are the sustainer, moving forward from within, from that spirit within, lets me know personally that there's something greater and better for me. So when I'm walking through that, what we consider or I consider a darker period or darker um, path, I remind myself of what is here for me to learn. What do I get from this? How can I move forward and know that it is for me as well? We do
Mhm.
have a question that for this quote. So those of you who are watching and listening, how the question is, how am I being invited to trust the divine presence within me more deeply than my current circumstance? And we need to really, that's when I remember, wow, this is happening right now, something that I may consider not so good, but how wonderful it is that it's molding me and shaping me and teaching me a greater way to be and a path that I can follow. So today,
Yeah, thank you.
mhm.
Yeah, it's an interesting question, that how.
Mm,
How am I being invited? So I know for myself, until I learn the lesson, until I am ready to move on, because, yeah, I have the faith, I have the trust in the divine presence, some of the same things are going to keep happening until I say, yes, I'm ready to
mhm,
move on. I'm ready to trust and move more deeply uh, into it. So many times it's like I mean, I'm thinking of the temperature right now. When things get hot enough, then we get up and move.
right,
That's the how. Sometimes when everything is comfortable and I'm content, I'm not feeling like I have to go or do anything. Uh,
right.
but usually, spirit says, well, perhaps, your how will be something distasteful.
Mm,
It could be something that is precarious, could be actually scary or dangerous, or just um, unlikable. We talked months ago about the unlikable, and the unlikable serves has a service, to move from that space into something that seems more compatible, more in alignment with my truth, and to trust the divine presence. Like, I have a history. I know the divine presence works wonderfully in my life. Do I need any more lessons? Well, every now and then it seems, there's that spiritual 2x4, that's like, yo, wake up, time to move.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We're
Yeah.
always being shown a direction, aren't we? That's
Yeah.
so true. So let's go ahead to the next quote here. I love this quote. When I read it, it really resonated with me. This is by Andrea Mayer Brown and Sonia Renee Taylor from the Journal of Radical Permission, a daily guide for following your soul's calling. And the quote is, I want to whisper in your ear, you have permission. You have permission to fully embody yourself, your heart, your gifts, your pain, your brilliance, your love. You have permission. I love that quote. It really is such a wonderful reminder about, how we can step forward or step into that essence of what is going on at that moment, and realize that it can be something that we can grow from. Growth in that. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful words of wisdom. Thank you. Yeah.
And
So,
again, I invite anyone who's watching, if you have a comment, go ahead and write it in the comment forms there that you see right there in Facebook or in YouTube. Share what it is for you when you saw this quote, what it brought up for you as well. Go ahead, Reverend Rodney.
yeah, absolutely. Interestingly, yes, okay, so I'll be dating myself. However, it reminds me of a song. Um, it seems similar because this quote reminds me of, like, God saying, I love you, and if for whatever reason we need permission, it comes from our soul, it comes from our spirit, it comes from the divine. Yeah, it's like speaking to myself from the highest possible awareness of self. I have permission to fully embody love. It's like spirit is saying, I love you. Don't you know that? I'm in love with you. I've always been in love with you. So that song that I'm reminded of is a Beatles song. It goes, listen, you want to know a secret? Let me whisper in your ear. I'm in love with you. It's like, oh, that's the voice of God. I know that voice. That's the voice of love,
Yes.
yeah, of all the good, and even in the midst of pain, God is there. The creator is there. Love is there. So anyway,
Yeah.
that's what comes up for me.
And the part where people, so many of us, not just other people, but I include us in that, is that I want to accept the good, the great, the gifts, the brilliance, and the love. How can I embrace that pain? And I'm reminded by Khalil Gibran, who said, how could you possibly know sorrow if you've never known joy, and vice versa? How can you know the joy if there's never been the opposite of that, the sorrow? So it is in that pain that we're reminded of the beauty that is, right? That beauty that is within. And so this is really such a wonderful quote that I wrote it down again and I put it up thinking, I want to remember this, because I have to, just as much as I embrace the love, the brilliance, the beauty, the gifts, the talents, I have to embrace that pain because it also led me to all the good as well.
Wonderful. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Leda.
My pleasure.
Okay. How about if I do the next one? Oh, is there a question that comes up for this?
A question with that one.
Yeah.
Would you like
how about that? It says, what part of my authentic self have I been waiting for permission to express? And what would change if I gave myself that permission today?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Giving ourselves permission. Oh, that's so true. Being more authentic, right? We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, definitely share that one because what would you do if you gave yourself permission this moment, right here, right now? I love that. Definitely something to contemplate.
And so the main thing to contemplate first and foremost is my authentic self,
Mhm,
the
mhm,
truth of who I am. And when we contemplate that, because I have to know which part of my authentic self is waiting. So,
mhm.
yeah, I give permission to myself to be here. I just left another talk and I came here, and I know that's my authentic self because there's another part of me that is like, yeah, let's go back to sleep. You know, you know,
Good.
I gave myself permission,
Mm,
to be here, which I love to be here. This is what's in a perfect alignment for me.
mm.
And
I love that.
yeah, and so that means we have to pay attention. That other quote said, what about listening? Uh,
Mhm,
you,
mhm.
you know, and so I listen, and it's not enough to listen. It's
Yeah.
listen and obey.
Mhm.
And that's giving myself permission because it's all good. There's no bad parts. It's all
That's
good.
it is all good. It's all
Yeah.
good for God, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll let you read the next one.
Well, thank you. It says, we all seek to become whole. Our apparent unwholeness is in not understanding that part of us which already is whole. And our search for it is occasioned by the fact that something is always telling us that it is there.
Mm,
And that's Ernest Holmes' New Horizons, the notebooks of Ernest Holmes, volume 2, page 9. And
mm.
I love that because, first and foremost, we know we are already whole. And
Yeah.
seeking to become whole means that, yeah, I don't quite understand that I already am whole. And I love this part. The search for it is occasioned by the fact that something is always telling us that
Mm,
it is there. In other words, it's here. It's like, hey, you're looking for me. Here I am. Why are you looking for me? I'm already here. I've been here before you knew I even existed or you even existed.
mm,
And so I love that. It's not understanding that, like I'll say, hey, I have arrived. I arrived before I knew I arrived.
mm.
So I think that that's really what comes up for us, and it's important because so many times in my life, I was like looking for love in all the wrong places. I was, not choosing based on a sense of wholeness.
Mm.
I was choosing things in life based on thinking that I needed that to complete me, that I could never be whole. I never used the phrase whole, perfect, and complete, but I could never be like one with myself without these things from the outside.
Mhm,
And knowing that there was something whispering, like, you don't need that. No,
mhm.
don't. And that's something always, it never yells. It's always whispering, Rodney, I love you. You don't have to go, and I'm like making all this noise, like,
Mhm,
like, you know, in the head, trying to figure it out, and it doesn't need to be figured out.
mhm. For me, I realized that in the previous quote, there is something in each of us which is transcendent. And this one speaks that something is always telling us that it is there. So I
Mhm.
found that interesting that in both of these quotes, it really brought us back to the divine presence being
That's
with us,
right.
right? That's
Yeah.
something that is there is God. So, and here's a great question for all of you out there. Feel free to share with us. If I already carry the wholeness I seek within, if I already carry it, that wholeness I seek within, what beliefs or fears am I ready to release more fully? We already carry it within. It is already within us. God has always said that spirit is within you. When you're looking for peace, it's within you. When you're looking for love, it's within you. It starts within first. But if we already are carrying this, what beliefs or fears, and sometimes fears gets ahead of us, are already something that we want to release. Think about that. What are we willing to release here today more fully to become more fully? Oh, I love that. How about for
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Thank you. So I am. I'm going to challenge everybody
Hmm.
right here and right now to take it on. You don't have to believe any of this.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. How will you know? How will you find out? So take it on. This question is asking if I already carry the wholeness I seek within me. You can stop there.
Hmm.
Check it out. I doubt if you'll get the answer in 5 minutes, or a minute. Um, and even if you think you know, I would challenge you to explore it fully. And
Hmm.
like, am I already the wholeness that I'm looking for?
Hmm.
Okay. So if you just stop there, you don't have to entertain any beliefs or fears.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. Go for the wholeness and
Hmm.
say, okay, let me look for how I am whole. Let's not look for the so-called bad parts. Let's not look for the false beliefs or the fear. Okay, we'll just push those to the side for now. We don't have to I want to release. No, no, we're
Hmm.
not doing that right now. This is how it's landing for me.
Hmm. And
For me to recognize the wholeness,
mhm,
let me bring more light to the light that I am. All right. I'm not trying to fight the darkness. I'm not trying to relinquish stuff, therefore giving them power that I have to turn around and release. I'm like, you know what?
mhm.
Yes, I am love. Let me count the ways in which I am love. Okay. So, and that's what comes up for me.
And I wanted to say one thing that it says, if I already carry the wholeness, it's not if you do, you do. You carry the wholeness. The question is, if I carry the wholeness, it's us just trying to bring that out in you and sharing with you, a way that you might understand. But in Centers for Spiritual Living, we know that we carry the wholeness that we seek within. So it's not if it's there, it is there. So I challenge that as well, is that knowing that we carry that beautiful wholeness within us. So thank you so much, Reverend Rodney, for that. We do
Yeah. I
have a
just want, yeah,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go
I
ahead, go
just
ahead.
wanted to add, as we pay attention to our wholeness, that other stuff just disappears. It has
Hmm.
no place in our consciousness, in our being. Whatever fears one of those acronyms are false events appearing real. So if
Right.
we're not looking at them, they're not going to appear real.
Uh,
So we don't look at them. Now, yeah, there are some things that can be hazardous to our mental, emotional health, physical health.
yeah.
Yeah, so that fear in that respect could be a healthy fear. Now, even though something hasn't necessarily happened,
Hmm.
okay, but however, our focus is on the right and the perfect and the whole and complete, you
Yeah.
know, um, that gets the attention.
So true.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's what I want to empower my thoughts, empower my belief, empower my knowing that all is well. And there are no bad parts for me to give any attention to.
Hmm.
Okay. That might seem Pollyanna ish, like all is well.
Yeah.
However, in truth, that is the truth.
Hmm.
Okay. And let me not focus on the worst possible scenario. Now, I have to tell you, yes, the other day, we had a series of thunderstorms, and our basement can be
Oh,
prone
yeah.
to floods. And when my little grand niece and nephew were like, "What are you doing?" And I was setting up the pump and the hoses to go out, and um, it was like I'm preparing for the worst.
first.
but I'm praying for the best and the highest. That's my focus. Is in my consciousness. It's like dry basement. Anyway, that's what came up for me.
And
And it didn't rain, and it
and
didn't flood. It's like, okay.
and another thing I wanted to mention is one of the things that was one of our greatest teachers in Nitha, Jesus never looked at what was not working. He never looked at the illness. He never looked at that. That wasn't even an acknowledgement. Only the wholeness and the perfection of the person. That
The
was it.
truth.
The
That's
truth,
right.
which of course I was going to say is the truth, right?
Yeah,
He only focused on the truth because there was no other.
that's right.
There was no other, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm reminded of that when you said that about, looking at and your focus and all. So we have another quote here.
Okay.
Would you like to read that?
Sure. To be whole ourselves, we must make the effort it requires to understand what is happening to the world. Then we must make the effort to change our own lives in ways that begin to reverse the damage. By Joan Chittister, Our Holy Yearnings, Life Lessons for Becoming Our Truest Selves. Yeah. So I like that. To be whole ourselves, we must make the effort it requires to understand what is happening to the world. Well, for me, it is what's happening to the world is happening from my world, from how my uh, creation of my world is. Um, so we all have our experience of the world, of what the world looks like from our view, from our eyes, from our experience.
Mhm, mhm,
Okay. So that's why then we have to change our own lives, change our own world in order to see something different happening in all these other worlds as they intersect. Because that's really what it's about. It's like, how can we have peace in each one's experience? And that is going to be the harmony that happens.
mm,
That's how I look at that.
right.
We need to tend to our world. If the outside world is looking damaged, then let's work on our world, and each one works on their individual expression of in their world.
Mhm,
Yeah.
right. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. You have, I think, one last quote here, um, and I will read that. Um, I need glasses, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And I say I need glasses while I'm wearing them. Our mind should swing between contemplation, prayer, and action. Action as vision as well as physical action. It should start with communion in the ineffable. Communion would have to go beyond petition or appeasement. It would start at a level which is as human as trading horses. And this is by Ernest Holmes, New Horizons, The Notebooks of Ernest Holmes, Volume 2, page 151. So I'll let you share a little bit here, Reverend Rodney.
Well, basically, what I can appreciate about this is that it's more simple than we think.
Mm,
I mean, for so many of our spiritual practices that we talk about, it's about contemplation, prayer, and action. Um, and yeah, action is as vision as well as physical action. And
mhm,
so many of you already know about the vision, life visioning process that Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith has created, and that is used like worldwide and in so many of our centers, and not even, I mean, in the corporate world and in other uh, religions, other churches, or organizations. So vision is one thing. Vision is getting a glimpse of God's highest view uh, of what is already created for us, that we get to see it. but then take action.
Mm,
And and I
exactly.
think that's the important thing, is that it is both of them. I know many people just want to jump into action without doing any visioning,
Right.
without having the vision clear in their minds, and that's very important to have a clear vision, uh, because once again, and I use the word clear vision because, like, as even as you heard just a short moment ago, Leda was like, well, I have my glasses and I can see more clearly,
Mhm.
the words on this PowerPoint, and how many of us stop for a moment to get clear vision before we take the next step? And that's really a lot of what that's about, and how that is an integral part of the change that we want to happen in our lives. 'Cause otherwise, we're going through life blindly, sometimes making the same mistakes over and over, you know, because we we're not paying attention to the good mind. You know how people say, "I got a good mind to." Well, yeah, you do have a good mind to do whatever it is. Let's pay attention and use it correctly. Use it
Right.
right.
So you can't have vision and not take action. That's the
Yeah.
other part of that is that you visualize or you're trying to have this vision, but then you just sit by your laurels and hope for it to happen. That vision is setting up an opportunity to take action to that, to step forward and say, okay, my next step for this, because this is what I see and I know, I will now step into something, whatever that something might be that takes us to that new transcendent place to be, right?
Mhm.
So,
But I just
you,
wanted to mention something else about the word vision.
mhm,
Let's change it, or use the word idea
mhm. There
or
you go.
thought.
Right. Or thought.
Okay, so
Mhm.
vision might sound like something complicated. Oh my gosh, it's got to be it could also mean dream.
Vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So it doesn't have to be this big. We don't have to make a big deal about it, about
Mhm.
a vision, with the harps and all that. Like, no, you know, it's that dream, it's that thought, it's that idea that I call it the divine idea downloaded. That's
Mhm.
my did. I did. I get that divine idea downloaded.
Mhm.
Still needs to do. See,
Right.
my did needs to. I need to do my did.
Yeah.
I get to
Yes.
and do. I gotta slip some acronyms in here somehow. Do, we get to do. That is the divine opportunity.
Mhm.
So we take it. We do that divine opportunity,
Mhm.
and so we get to do what we did. Yeah,
Mhm. That's
the
right.
divine, the
Opportunity
divine idea.
of that
We
divine.
all have them. Yeah.
Love it. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. We're
Welcome.
we're coming to our final question of the day of the service, and I want to share this. So, what we want to make sure that you know for today is what would my life look like if I honored and loved all my parts, even those I don't like? What would my life look like if I honored it first and loved all the parts, even those I don't like? So, really take time to contemplate that, think about that, and let us take a moment now to just ground ourselves. And Reverend Rodney, am I doing the grounding or are you?
Yeah, you are. And before you do, I just want to let people know that even though it says the parts that even those I don't like, it
Mhm.
doesn't mean they're bad.
Bad,
Okay.
exactly right, because there are no
Ju-
bad parts.
Right. Even if you don't like it, well,
Hmm.
it might be maybe a little afraid of the
Hmm.
part, but it doesn't mean it's bad. So, contemplate on that
Yeah.
and challenge yourself, dare yourself to
Hmm.
look and honor all of it. That's what wholeness is about.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so
Okay.
All right. And so we're just going to sit here now and take a deep breath in, shall we? And I'm so grateful for all that we shared today. Take a deep breath in and exhale.
And we're doing the affirmations. No?
Oh, I thought, oh, the affirmations first. Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
And
And so,
so, yeah, let's go ahead. You start with the breath.
yes, with the breath in and out, we say this twice. So, our first affirmation, it is so that I embrace and honor all of who I am. Take another deep breath and exhale. It is so that I embrace and honor all of who I am.
So I invite each one to take a breath and give a breath, and we'll repeat. It is so that I give myself permission to fully embody my heart, my pain, my gifts, and my love. Ooh, let's take a breath and just feel this. It is so that I give myself permission to fully embody my heart, my pain, my gifts, and my love.
Mm. Let's take another deep breath. It is so that I shall move closer to the perfection of the divine pattern within me. Let's take another deep breath and exhale. It is so that I shall move closer to the perfection of the divine pattern within me.
And so it is,
So it is.
and now it is.
So it is. Yes, yes,
Right
yes.
on.
Thank you. And so now we will go ahead and let's do our grounding of the message first. And here we are. Take another deep breath. So grateful for this time that we had to share here today. And as I receive this message with an open heart and a willing spirit, I know that there's only one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. And that life is my life now. I know that wholeness I seek has never been absent. It has always been present within me. It is present in all that is, the very life of God expressing itself. And I know as I move through this week, and as we all move through this week, choosing to honor every part of that journey with compassion, with curiosity, and with love. I know that there's no need for judgment, that every part of me is worthy, all parts of it, of belonging. And so I remember that every experience I have invited awakens me to a more fully, more closer to the truth of who I am. And so the message today was about not having these bad parts. There aren't any. All of it is for our higher truth, going forward, being ready, revealing what is ready for us and yet to be, seen and unseen, embraced with love and with every breath, becoming more acceptant, more authentic, and more aligned with our true nature. And so I give thanks for the words that we shared here today, Reverend Rodney, and all those who were listening, and those who will be listening at the recording. I give thanks for this sacred reminder of that I am and always have been whole and complete. Thank you for this knowing. And so I say, it is true. I know that is the truth. It is so, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Whew. Oh, You're not coming on. Why are you not coming on? Here we go. Here we are. Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
thank you. Thank you for the prayer. Thank you for that, for grounding us in the truth. We're going to have a quick song that's going
Yes.
to also ground us in this truth. And I say ground, I mean the divine connection that
Mhm.
we already are, and that we get to feel it not only with the prayer, but with the music, with the song. We're praying twice over. So here we go.
I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom from yesterday, mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? I can change my reality by changing my mind. Perfect peace, joy, and happiness is yours and it's mine. I am loved and so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Let me hear you say, all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. All is well, oh, all is well, all is well, and unfolding as it should. I am cloaked in the Spirit, I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is, my soul is free from time. I am blessed and so are you. And don't it feel good to know all is well? Don't it feel good? All is well. Just to know that my soul is free from time. All I got to do is change my mind. I'm free. All is well. Don't it feel good? All is well. As it should.
Don't you love
All is well.
all is well? And so we're moving on to our prayer requests. I'll let you take that on, Reverend Rodney, as well as the abundance.
Well, thank you. And how wonderful it is to know that there is something in our life that can direct us, that can move us, and that is the Word. And we have One Love Center has prayer professionals ready, willing, and able to remind you that Spirit is the power, charged and always and already within you for your immediate use. And so I am knowing that for each and every one, that there is us. All right. You can use us for prayer support. And you can make a request to One Love at onelovecenter.org, or you can call and leave a voice message at 646-685-3344. And please know that your prayer request will be prayed on. We'll do that spiritual mind treatment for a period of 7 days. So our request is that you let us know when your prayer has been answered. And so at any time between making that request and 7 days, let us know. And after 7 days, if it's not answered, let us know. We'll continue to know the truth until you get the desired result. And if you need more in-depth time, you can contact us for a practitioner session. And it is generally for a fee. However, no one is turned away. So please use us. And please know that all of the prayer requests are kept in the strictest of confidence. Again, you can use the World Ministry of Prayer, Centers for Spiritual Living World Ministry of Prayer. That's one prayer at csl.org, or you can call 424-235-4326. And one way or the other, use us, and use whatever means necessary to call us, another center, sense of spiritual living. But put in a prayer request, no matter how simple or complicated you might think. Now we're going to move into our abundance time. We're grateful for your donations to One Love Center, and you can do it through PayPal. PayPal. I like to call it PayPal. But anyway, you can go to our website, One Love CSL, and click on the PayPal and use whatever means that you like. We do thank you for that good. Also, you can use the Cash Me app, $ One Love CSL, to make payment. And we just are so grateful, and we thank you. And we have affirmation of abundance to assist in the rising of consciousness, the abundance consciousness. And so just feel free to go within and just feel that vibration just from the thought of giving. And the affirmation says, money is one of the many gifts of spirit is good. And as I share my offerings, I know that I am actively creating a space to receive more gift, more money, and more good. And I am grateful for the ability to give and for the good work these gifts do in our center and in our world. And now it is. Yes. Thank you so much. We'll bring Leda Perez back to do the announcements.
Thank you so much.
You want to hear these? They're very important. Okay.
First of all, we have the book of the month. This month is What It Takes to Heal. We're really excited to be able to share this with you. It's by Prentice Hemphill, What It Takes to Heal, the Principles of Embodiment, the Recognition of the Body's Sensation and Habits, and the Beliefs that Inform them are critical to the lasting healing and change. In this life-affirming framework for the way forward, Hemphill shows us how to heal our bodies, minds, and souls, to develop inner skills necessary to break down the doors of disconnection and take the necessary risks to reshape our world towards justice. So you will see this book is the book of the month. So this whole month you'll be able to learn a little bit more. I welcome you to choose that as well. We also are in need of tech support. We love to have someone who has a heart for giving and has an understanding of a little tech. We can really use your support. One Love is requesting a tech assistant. Do you know someone, or someone who has a heart for this mission? Contact us at onelovecenter.org or at 646-685-3344. As well, you have the opportunity to obtain 6 months of the Science of Mind magazine. We read it every month. And this month, we do have Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse doing the daily guides. And this is the affirmation for today. As I look into the eyes of another, whoever that they are, I see God. Isn't that a wonderful quote? And also in that same on this same day, Holmes quotes, "We believe in the incarnation of the Spirit in everyone, and all that all people are the incarnation of Spirit." And thank you so much. And that's from Ernest Holmes, What We Believe. Again, you can, if you register with us on our website, you will receive 6 months of the Science of Mind magazine. We also so excited, the Convention of the Americas, and that's going to be in Mexico. The next one will be in South America. Who knows? And I am going. Reverend Rodney Gittens is going to be there. We're really excited about this trip. We have some family members going as well. So if you want to go, please register. You will have early bird was up to June 1st. So that's not available, but all worth the trip to go.
And Ellen will be there also.
Oh, and Ellen will definitely be there as well. Thank you for sharing that. And I'd like to share a little bit about what this is all about. So I'm just going to put on a video because it's going to say it a lot better than I am right here. Here you go.
Rudi Nyumbani is Swahili for come home. The People of African Descent New Thought Group invite you to follow your ancestral call to attend Celebrating Our Soul, Claiming Our Sacred Power at Unity Village from August 13th through 16th, 2026. This special time calls you to awaken, remember your sacred power, take the journey to transform challenge into conquest, where you depart from your former self to embrace your genuine power. Our music will inspire you. Our singers will awaken you. Keynote speakers like Ishmael Tete will serendipitously or intentionally connect you with your spirit and your roots. Reverend Michael Beckwith will have you on your feet, either praising God or getting down from your inner spirit to the top of your crown chakra. The African drummers from the Traditional Music Society and the Isoke dancers will have you dancing with your ancestors. And the brilliant masterclass presenters will open your minds and hearts in miraculous ways. Energy healing workers will restore your body so that it is in alignment with your newly revived spirit. You can get Reiki, a massage, craniosacral therapy, or do daily Qigong with Baji Daniels. There are many activities on the program and a couple of off-site trips, but you can stay on the grounds and chill if you'd like. Enjoy the fountains or labyrinth or peaceful trails, or simply chill with your friends. If you can't be there in person, don't fret. Our virtual option is now available. Virtual registrants will be able to access the Zoom recordings 2 weeks after the conference ends, Monday, August 31st. The recordings will be available for 1 month through September 30. To be there virtually on Zoom, go to padntg.breezecms.com/forum/COS virtual 2026. Again, that's padntg.breezecms.com/forum/COS virtual 2026. It's up to you how you celebrate your soul. But whatever you do, please celebrate you and get your ticket today at padntg.org. See you there.
That's wonderful. I love the music. Okay, well, thank you so much. We're coming to the end of our service. We really appreciate you being with us for this month. It's whole, no matter what. And I don't have what's for next week, but you got to join us to find out. Okay, that's one thing I forgot on the PowerPoint. Sorry about that. But we're going to have our closing prayer now. So, Reverend Rodney, if you like to start with that, please.
Well, sure. I'd like to start it off knowing that there's only one, which means oneness and wholeness. And of course, in all of that, knowing that God knows nothing less than its own perfection. And since it is in everything that it creates out of itself is whole, perfect, and complete as well. No bad parts. That is the reminder. So we get to remove those thoughts that anything could be wrong or bad or mistaken. No, the truth is that, yes, all there is one. All there is God. All there is wholeness. And so I'm knowing that each one gets to go throughout this day, throughout this week, throughout their lives with the awareness of knowing that it's all good. I pass my word to Leda.
And I am knowing that the divine pattern of wholeness is already established within us. I acknowledge and understand and know that today I give myself permission to fully embody all that I am. I embrace the gifts of gratitude. I hold the challenges with compassion. I welcome every part of myself with curiosity instead of judgment. knowing that each of the experiences has the becoming of each moment is an invitation to a greater freedom. And I know this is the same truth for everyone who has shared in this sacred service. Each one is guided by divine wisdom, sustained by infinite love, and surrounded by limitless possibilities. I am grateful for all of this. With deep gratitude, I release these words, knowing it goes forth and does its good and perfect work. And together we say,
And so it is, and now it is.
wonderful.
Right on.
All right, ready for our song.
We'll be right back.
Joyous sacred celebration. We give thanks for all we are. Every soul has come so far. Love in action, service true. The divine spirit that is you. We're awakening, can't you see? Living love and living free. One love, one life, one spirit divine. One heart, one life. Your journey and mine. Where compassion flows and grace abounds. One love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to this sacred space where we honor every face. The splendor of the God in you, shining through in all you do. Learning, growing hand in hand. Together we will understand. Prosperous, giving, heart set free. One love is our destiny. One love, one life, one spirit divine. One heart, one life. Your journey and mine. Where compassion flows and grace abounds. Oh, one love, where love grows, love is found. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around. One love, where love grows all around.
Welcome home.
To one love,
Yeah. Welcome home.
to one love. Where love grows, where love grows, where love grows.
Yes.
That song. I love both of them.
Yeah, that's it. Love in action. Yes, indeed. All right. We'll see you again next week. Thanks for being, and please remember to share the video. Whenever you watch it, just hit share, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, and share the love.
Share
Peace
the
and
love.
blessings. Thank you. Wonderful leader. You're great.